Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I'd like to start off giving all honor, glory, and praise and worship to our power. YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors to our apostles and elders and bishops, great millstone, who will teach you on sound doctrine. And strong shalom to the hopeful elect and the rest of the large multitude, 144,000, our large multitude of men and children. Let the Lord have mercy on these last days, these perilous days, meaning dangerous days. It's your brother HAQADASH, representing the GMS branch here in Cleveland. And Lord willing is, a quick edifying testimony. The Spirit, led me to do this, which is Lord willing, it's the will of the Lord, because just a quick testimony, I was debating on if I was going to say anything, but it's all through the Spirit, it's Lord willing, it's edifying, and I was just having a conversation with my children in the car, and, I was listening to a song, and some of the lyrics was, I just want to be free, I had to die just to live. Now it's time to rest in peace, and the hook, just want to be free, and that's one of my, things I'll be meditating on, the concept, and the condition of our people and the condition we're in, you know what I'm saying? So I often meditate on that, the kingdom being here and YAHAWASHI's glory manifested on the earth. I always think about this, so when that song was said, I repeated the words, and the Spirit jumped on me to say something to my children, because I'm glad. I just always pray, you want to lead this place, but you also want to teach, what I'm saying? So your children, the ways of the Lord, it's a beautiful thing when they operate in order, and they fear you, and they fear the Lord. It's beautiful to see that, and been blessed to actually experience this, through the Spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. And then on two of my children, being, particular age, and they're young. They're 5. My daughter's 5. My son is 3. So, but for them to articulate what I'm saying when it comes to conveying the Lord's message, whether it be explaining, us not celebrating holidays, and what it could be, whatever, where I gotta go every Saturday, what I'm saying, camp, different things, they see me having classes, hosting classes at the house, and just seeing those spiritual things of that the body uphold, that's real important for the children to actually see these things, man. Imagery goes a long way, and Esau knows this, he knows that imagery, he attacked the children with symbolisms in the cartoons and things, all right, because it goes a long way. These acts and the way people act just don't come from out of thin air. These things are, coded, and it is also it can be trained, what I'm saying, to be one way. So, the children being able to articulate, things I was saying, I said, I want to be free, and I said, hey, I just wanted to be free. I said, one day, y'all, I was talking to my daughter and my son. I said, hey, one day we're going to be free, And then my daughter she said, we're going to be free. What does that mean? I said, what does that mean? She said, yeah. She said, what does that even mean? I said, that means that one day we're going to be with YAHAWASHI. And she said, be with YAHAWASHI. I said, yeah, one day we're going to be with YAHAWASHI. That's what it's going to be mean to be free. That I said, what I say? I said, we're going to, I said, you're not going to have to go to school no more. I said, you're going to just be outside all the time. I said, I was just naming things she's going to be able to do in the kingdom. I can't remember exactly everything I was saying. And I said, yeah, and that's what I told you. I said, we're going to be with YAHAWASHI, and I ain't hear nothing from her. Then I turned around. She was just had this big ass smile on her face from ear to ear. She was like, and then I know her. She was like, I can't wait to be free. You know what I'm saying? She said, I'm like, damn, they hit me. She said, I can't wait to be with YAHAWASHI. No, yeah, she said that first. Salakia. I believe she said that first. I can't wait to be with YAHAWASHI. And then I was like, I know. And she said, I can't wait to be free. So she know it's installing that in her mind, starting that in my children's mind, for them to know that means what? In order to be free, that means to be with Yahawashi, you know. And then when she said that, it hit me, you know. And then my son was like, you know, he's 3, but you know, I love the state of where, you know, when children start to be able to have a conversation. I really not too fond on the baby stages. It's beautiful in itself, but not being able to like what happened, not being able to explain, it could be difficult, you know. So when they able to say, you know, Abba, can I get this or that, and I can respond, and they respond, that's a great thing, because I can have conversations like this, you know. And Shar, my son, out of nowhere, he said, what about me? He said, Abba, what about me? You know, so, you know, because I'm used to having conversations, not like this, but like just regular conversations with my daughter. And, you know, when my son was younger, you know, you don't really know that they listening, but, you know, he's getting older. So it hit me like, dang, okay. He's like, what about me? So I'm like, yeah, man, you going to be there too, you know, Lord willing, you know. And I told my daughter, I said, hey, you know, my son, I told him, I said, you got to say RAWCHAA. That's what Lord willing means, you know. And she said, Lord willing. She said, RAWCHAA. And then I told my son, I said, RAWCHAA. He said, RAWCHAA, you know. So, you know, them painting that picture, and, you know, they don't even know. They haven't seen nothing. They haven't been read nothing, you know, because they got to get to a particular age where, you know, you know, now I'm at this point where you can read, you know, tell them about the scriptures, read the stories to them, and they could be able to receive it, you know, and have a conversation about it with you. You know, I like this state, you know, because now you can tell your children about how marvelous the Lord is, what's about to happen, man, because, you know, we're about to enter in Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? We're about to enter in Jacob's trouble, and you know, it's about to get real, and our children gonna be involved. You know, if the Lord got you a lot like that in Jacob's trouble, man. You know, a lot of brothers had children, so this talk was very important. You know, and my son was engaging, and not knowing when I got home, telling my wife about it, not knowing that my daughter and my wife just had a similar conversation a day or two before about how powerful words are. You know, how powerful words are. And I can't remember the exact breakdown what she said about the whole breakdown of the conversation, but just something along the lines of you know, her making sure she understand that words are powerful. You know what I'm saying? She said, you see, she said, this is my wife telling my daughter, she said, you see how powerful words are? That's why it's important to call on Yahawah BAHASHAM, YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. She said, see how important it is to call on the names of the Lord, the proper names. And the Father, Yahawashi, is the Son of the Father. And then my daughter was like, Yahawashi is Yahweh's son? And she said, stop playing. But yeah, so she understood that it's important to call upon the proper names of the Lord, man. Yahawah and Yahawashi. Yahawah being the name of the Father, and Yahawashi being the name of the Son. Yahawashi, Hamashiach. All right, the anointed, you know, the Messiah. You know, so they're not too young to learn, man. You know, they're not too young to learn. I mean, to teach. And they're not too young to learn. You know, you got young children, 3, 4, 5 years old, outside of having some type of disability where, you know, it heightened other senses. You know, a lot of children, like healthy, young like that, they're trained on how to do a lot, man. You know, you start them young, you mold them young, where their mind is more sponge-like to receive information, you know. So these are just like two spiritual conversations that I have with my children, you know. You know, it was a little bit more to it, but, you know, you get the point. You know, it was just a spiritual, holy conversation, or a spiritual conversation, you know, between myself and my children, you know. And then I told them, I said, yeah, we was talking about a lot. Let me before I continue, let me get this precept. This is Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So this is just a example of how important it is to show your children the truth at a young age. And pray that the Lord have a spirit on them, a mind on them to actually withhold it and have the balance where they're not being over righteous in school. Because, we're in Clark Kent mode, so a lot of things you hold off, let the children do what they got to do, but you also install in them the morality, the proper way of life, which is the ways of YAHWASHI, YAHAWASHI, on this level that the child can receive, and as they get older, some brothers' children are a little older and they have to tend to more of the scriptures, then you got the age accountability, when, some brothers got sons that's over 12 years old and over, and so forth, man. So the Lord, this is our custom. This is why the children and the adults are the way they are today, because they were, as a child, the scriptures say, as the daughter is, so is the mother. So as a child, what they saw is what they became ultimately. That's why we were Gentiles at one point of time, man. Because why? This is Psalms 106:35. It says, "But we're mingled among the heathen and learned their works." Their ways became their ways became a stumbling block unto us. Learning their customs and ways. We learned the ways of the heathen, so we became like the heathen. We started to mingle our seed. The seed got polluted. The mind got polluted. Which the seed being polluted was a physical manifestation of our mind being polluted. Because it started with the mind, was the doctrine that Eve received and gave it to Adam, and the rest was history. So therefore, from that, the seed was cursed. So that's how important it is to train up a child and feed his mind with the proper doctrine, the proper information, the truth. Because why? The scriptures say the truth. Let me get this real quick. And then I'll continue, and then I end with the rest of the story. This is John 8:32, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. You see? And then that's what I told my children. I said, I can't wait to be free. And that's why my daughter said, I can't wait to be free. And that hit home, because she don't even know the intricate details of what I know, But just from that little information, she was able to think again. You see, the ways of, like, when you uphold to Esau's holidays and his customs, like celebrating birthdays, and they going to school and trying to build Babylon up, it takes their mind off what reality is. It takes their mind off the truth. They don't even realize that's all that has no life in it. It's dead. We're just walking. Our people are just walking dead. And they stop thinking. They stop dreaming. Even though the kingdom is not a dream, but you get what I'm saying. Like, they stop thinking about heavenly things. All they know is what they see. And that's not what light. That's not what was promised unto the Israelites, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Jacob's name was changed to Israel. So Yasha in the Hebrew. So as a people, is a people before as a place, and as a man before as a people. So these is just very important. Just a quick testimony on my conversation with my children. And then last part was, I said, yeah, I forgot how we got on the topic, but we was talking about the chariots. I was explaining to my children about the chariots. I said, I think she said something, because I got on the point of where how we was going to get out of here. I said, one day we're going to be free. I said, YAHWASHI going to pick us up, and we're going to go in the sky. Because she said, she was talking about, she want to be with YAHWASHI and go out of space. She said she want to go out of space and be with YAHWASHI. I said, Khan. I said, Khan. They know certain Hebrew words like barakatah, bless you, bless you, or Habatha, love you. They know we say that every day, Shalom, Shalom, I salute my son. These things are important, man, for them to see. See, which brings order to their life, which keeps them in the vibration of YAHWASHI, YAHAWASHI, even at a young state. You see? Even at a young state. And that glorifies the Lord. Now your seed, now your children, which was previously cursed, are now praising the Lord and know his name and vibration in the Son. And why and what's about to happen, where, on a small level, not shying away from the truth. We live our lives like we're not just Israelites on Saturday. We're every day living this thing because this is our culture. We went back to our ways, Just let me grab that real quick and then I'll finish out. This is Baruch. No, what is that? That's not it. It's Baruch. Let me see. Baruch 2:30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they should remember themselves. So, this is an everyday thing. So we training our children up in the ways in which we're pertaining to in ways which we are was spiritually aligned to us. Our custom and culture, our heritage. Which produces land and mass. Space. By the way you think. Our people think like death, so it shrunk our reality. It shrunk our reality. Our reality became small because we thought like the heathen. The heathen's portion is smaller than Israel. So because our mind was geared to that, now we think like an Edomite, and it shrunk our reality. It became our reality the way we thought. But now we return back until it said by pure stir up your minds by remembrance. So now when our minds are going back to thinking pure, which is bringing in that reality. That's why the kingdom is ushering back in the kingdom. Is ushering in the kingdom of heaven. It's bringing the pure things to us. It's like magnet. It's like pure energy exchange. So just not to get too deep, but that's why it's important to, have these conversations with your children, man. Just a quick testimony. And as we were closing out, I was explaining how we were going to be free, and how Shah's going to come save us from the. She said, "From who?" I said, "The bad guys." How Shah's going to come save us, Lord willing. And she said, "Everybody's going to come." I said, "Nah, not everybody, just the elect." I ain't sugarcoated. I ain't say Lord has some. No, I said the elect, so she can know that the elect, and my son can know the elect. They're called the elect. And then it will spark further investigation. Who are the elect? What does the elect mean? And then you explain, well, these are, because, feed them slowly. And she like, wow, marvel out. Now she like, her spirit is hoping to be of that number, even in my children, and your children are an extension of you, man. They're an extension of you. So as we got out the car, we was looking for chariots in the sky. I said, "Look, I'm gonna show you." And we was outside trying to find one. I was hoping the Lord just, have one show up, but it's all good. I said, we're gonna see one, Lord willing. And then we went in the house. I said, "Look, I'm gonna just actually show you a picture. I'm gonna actually show you a picture of one, And I showed them a picture. Went on a couple of brother pages and showed them pictures of the chariots, And they just marveled out. She like, man, like they just stuck on how beautiful. Because I was telling her, like I said earlier, I didn't explain all of it, but I told her on what things were gonna come in the kingdom, man. Just being able to just be outside and just be free, to be able to, like I told her, not you're not gonna go to school no more. It's not gonna happen. That's gonna happen, in terms of what we know, the scriptures gave us in terms of the gold pavement. I ain't get that deep, but just the basic things on what the kingdom is going to be like, because it's going to be way better than what we can even imagine. They can't put it in the movies. You can't write this up. The Lord said, "Eyes I have not seen, ears have not heard what the Lord have prepared for those that love him." So just just a quick testimony on the spiritual conversation with my children. And like I said, it was actually happening 2 days before with my wife and my daughter. So I'm like, wow, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, the Lord is beautiful, man. Lord willing is edifying to remember the Lord's elect, because he's beautiful, and Lord willing, our households make it, and we're a part of that number, the hopeful elect, because the way our children is, the way things happen, and to that caliber, it will make sense at the end, but we just got to endure to the end, Lord willing, and pray that the Spirit stay with us until the end, so it can be our stability, all right, in the midst of chaos. So Lord willing is edifying. I'd like to give all honor, glory, and for praise and worship too. Yeah, again, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH, and double honors to our apostles and elders and bishops of great millstone who will teach on sound doctrine. Until next time, Shalom.